Welcome to this channel where we explore spirituality, meditation, self awareness, and esoteric philosophies, all with the goal of helping you tap into your own wisdom. In this video, we will explore truth. We will reflect together on what we mean by truth, how to get closer to it, and what stands in the way. This video also represents a disclaimer for this channel and will lay some necessary foundations to help us explore profound matters. Whether it is scientific, intellectual, or spiritual matters, understanding the nature of truth is essential for navigating our own beliefs as well as ideas presented to us by others. We all seem to be seeking the truth, but just when we think we get it, it slips away. And today we will see exactly why. First, I will share with you the surprising two definitions of truth that I found in Cambridge Dictionary. The first is the real facts about a situation, event, or person. And the second is a fact or principle that is thought to be true by most people. The first definition just refers us to another synonym of true, which is real. And the second definition is literally describing a widely accepted belief. So, if the dictionary doesn't differentiate between truth and belief, how can anybody? According to the pragmatic view, truth is determined by its effectiveness in predicting and explaining phenomena and by its ability to solve problems. And again, we are describing here a very good theory, but not the truth. So, if definitions are not helping us understand truth better, maybe we can try humans' most ancient way of delivering information: a story. There was an ancient Greek philosopher called Democritus. He proposed that all matter consists of tiny indivisible particles called atomos, meaning uncuttable or indivisible in Greek. This assumption led to the creation of a model for matter, giving birth to the periodic table and a deeper understanding of chemical reactions. And because the theory of Democritus effectively predicted and explained chemical phenomena, according to the pragmatic view, it was considered true. Only to discover later that this wasn't absolutely true. That matter is not made up of one indivisible unit, but of many subatomic particles like quarks and electrons that scientists are still trying to understand. So the assumption of Democritus was very beneficial, but if scientists considered it an absolute truth, they would have missed out on a deeper understanding of matter. This is a perfect example that shows that what we call truth is actually an attempt to describe reality, which is in essence indescribable. And if we cling to one approach, no matter how good it is, we become closed off to the full exploration of truth. If we put reality into words, it ceases to be real. Jiddu Krishnamurti. The only real thing that you can ever experience is the present moment, your current experience. Anything you make out of it, any description or any memory, is only a poor copy of what really happened. Realizing that you can never attain truth intellectually opens ironically the door for exploring the truth. When you recognize that whatever you call truth is only a temporary expression, like poetry, you become more open to new perspectives and you no longer cling to your opinions. In this openness, you start seeing things for what they are instead of how you want them to be. And when you take a step back from your own conclusions, you naturally refrain from taking sides and you start seeing the truthfulness and the inaccuracy of all expressions and descriptions. That also means that you no longer fear being wrong because you know that you are inherently biased. And all you are left with is the intention of expressing your current thoughts truthfully and openness to being corrected. And you will see firsthand that what's keeping you from exploring the truth is your old conclusions. That your mind quickly dismisses any information that challenges your core beliefs and impulsively agrees with whatever is aligned with it, which makes genuine change of perception impossible. This realization results in a profound transformation, as you recognize that your own knowledge is brain fog. It stands in the way of you giving your full attention to what's being suggested. For things to reveal themselves to us, we need to be ready to abandon our views about them. Thich Nhat Hanh. To get you unstuck, you need to renounce all your knowledge, to stop analyzing, to sit with whatever it is that caught your attention in silence. Any analysis would be using your old conclusions. In that silence, where you don't agree nor disagree, but simply become aware, beautiful new perspectives will be revealed, and you will be tempted to consider them true. But if this realization is genuine, it will keep showing you the incoherence in that new perspective too. With this never-ending cycle, you become more and more comfortable with uncertainty and more connected to the silent awareness behind all life experiences that is free of conflicts and the egoic desire to be right and to hold some superior truth over others. And you may be wondering by now, why bother sharing thoughts with others in the first place? And indeed, words can never describe something accurately. Words can mean different things in different contexts and to different people. But what we hope to do by exploring these subjects together is not to add new concepts, but to help you question the concepts and the knowledge that rule our perception, to help detangle the mental knots that we have, to clear our minds and help us see things with fresh eyes, without the weight of our old conclusions and ways of perceiving. In the words of Lao Tzu, the father of Taoism, to attain knowledge, add things every day. To attain wisdom, remove things every day. So, how to make this practical? First, learn to listen without taking sides. Second, if you reach a conclusion, ask yourself this magical question: is this really true? And third, when a novel and interesting perspective is revealed, appreciate it like you would appreciate poetry, recognizing its beauty without clinging to it. And of course, my ultimate recommendation is to practice meditation, as it has brought me personally great mental clarity. By practicing objective observation every morning, it gets easier to do so when confronted by an old belief during the day. You can check our guided meditations and our video on how to meditate on your own, available in this channel. I hope that you found this video helpful in your own journey. And if you have any questions or suggestions for future topics, please don't hesitate to let me know in the comments. I would also love to hear about your own method for navigating truth. Thank you for joining me on this journey towards knowing ourselves better. Thank you.